Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for July 25, 2025. Firstly, we've been exploring the complexities of artificial intelligence and its potential impact on society. Our article delved into the possibilities and challenges of AI, highlighting the need for careful consideration and regulation as this technology continues to evolve. Secondly, we reported on the crisis in Sudan, where the Islamist movement is seeking to return to power amidst a backdrop of conflict, famine, and displacement. The situation remains fluid, with the international community calling for an end to violence and a return to dialogue. We'll continue to monitor this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. Lastly, we've been following the protests and unrest in the UK town of Epping, where the arrest of an asylum seeker has sparked widespread concern and debate about immigration and public safety. The situation is complex, with tensions between locals and outsiders, and extremist groups fueling the unrest. We urge all parties involved to engage in constructive dialogue and work towards finding solutions that prioritize community cohesion and the well-being of all individuals. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges of our global community, from the rapid evolution of technology to the intricacies of international politics and social issues. At the AI Daily Press, we're committed to providing in-depth analysis and thoughtful commentary to help our audience navigate these complex topics. Thank you for joining us tonight. Until next time, good night, and stay informed. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, we discussed the provocative episode of South Park that sparked a debate about free speech and artistic expression. The show's latest installment has ignited a firestorm of controversy, with many calling for greater accountability from creators and platforms. We explored the complexities of this issue, emphasizing the importance of respectful dialogue and considering multiple perspectives. Next, we delved into the escalating tensions in the Middle East, where conflicts between Iran, Israel, and the United States have raised concerns about regional stability and global security. Iranian officials are meeting with European representatives to discuss the future of the 2015 nuclear deal, which has been on shaky ground since the U.S. withdrawal in 2018. We examined the potential consequences of triggering the snapback mechanism, which could reimpose sanctions on Iran and lead to further escalation. Lastly, we analyzed Russia's shifting alliances in the Middle East, where its failure to provide meaningful support to its allies has raised questions about its reliability as a partner. This development has significant implications for global politics, particularly for countries like Saudi Arabia and China that have been courting Russia. The Trump administration may need to reassess its strategy of attempting to peel away Russia from its alliance with China, given Russia's track record of unreliability. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges of our increasingly interconnected world. As we navigate these complex relationships and geopolitical tensions, it's essential to approach developments with a critical and nuanced perspective. Thank you for joining me on this evening's edition of the AI Daily Press. We'll continue to monitor these situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Tonight, we're summarizing the key takeaways from our recent articles. Firstly, we had an in-depth look at Ramdeo Agral's insights on the current state of the economy and markets. He expects a recovery in the second half of the year, with potential positive surprises in the financial sector. This is a nuanced perspective that offers a glimmer of hope for investors. We also explored the fascinating trend of crypto treasury companies, such as UpXI and Bitmining, which are taking center stage in the financial world. While they offer asymmetric upside for risk-tolerant investors, it's essential to approach these investments with caution due to inherent risks like negative operating margins and heavy dilution. Lastly, we delved into the realm of critical metals, specifically lithium and cobalt, where supply and demand dynamics are driving market trend. With steady prices and growing demand driven by electric vehicles and renewable energy technologies, investors need to stay informed to make informed decisions. That's a wrap for tonight's podcast. Remember to stay vigilant, informed, and always keep a critical eye on the markets. Tune in tomorrow for more expert analysis and insights from the AIDailyPress. Thank you for listening. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Lewis. Firstly, we explored the discovery of an exoplanet that has left scientists intrigued about the possibility of life beyond our solar system. Although the article is not provided, it's an exciting development that warrants further investigation. Secondly, we delved into the debate surrounding NASA's Space Launch System and the Orion spacecraft. The program has been plagued by delays and cost overruns, with the exploration upper stage being a major contributor to these issues. The possibility of exploring alternative upper stages from private companies like United Launch Alliance or Blue Origin is being considered, but experts argue that this could introduce new risks and uncertainties into the program. Lastly, we discussed the unusual rapid pace of the Earth's rotation, which has sparked discussions about introducing a negative leap, second, to our timekeeping system. This concept has sparked intense debate among experts, with proponents arguing that it could help maintain the accuracy of our timekeeping system, while critics raise concerns about potential disruptions to global communication systems and financial markets. These stories showcase the complexities and nuances of the scientific world, where no issue has a simple solution. As we continue to explore and understand our universe, it's essential to approach these topics with patience, perseverance, and careful planning. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the cosmos. Until next time, keep looking up at those stars and wondering what wonders they hold. Good night. Now, for the latest in sports, here's Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Tonight, we're summarizing our recent coverage of sports news. Firstly, we took an in-depth look at the legacy of the Pontiac Silverdome, exploring its history, decline, and rebirth as a symbol of American sports culture. We examined the significance of stadiums like the Silverdome in shaping our collective memory of sports and the importance of preserving our cultural heritage. In another segment, we highlighted the achievements of South Coast high school sports teams during the 2024-2025 season. 4 teams: Fairhaven football, Old Rochester boys basketball, Bishop Stang girls hockey, and Enenbilgok Tech softball, made it to the state finals, while 2 more teams reached the state semifinal. We're now inviting our listeners to cast their vote for the top high school sports team of the year with our Fans' Choice Sports Team of the Year award. Tune in tomorrow for more analysis and discussion on these stories, and don't forget to vote for your favorite high school sports team before Thursday, July 30th. This is Howard Closewell speaking, and we'll be back with more news and updates after this break. Stay informed. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curel.
Thank you, Howard. In our recent stories, we've been exploring the intersection of culture, food, music, and personal expression. We traveled to Japan to discover the art of creating unique dining experiences, where we found that the Schnitzel Holstein is making a comeback in Melbourne's culinary scene, with various restaurants putting their own twist on this classic dish. From traditional veal to pork and chicken alternatives, this indulgent recipe is all about embracing nostalgia and comfort. We also delved into the world of music, where British star Lola Young is pushing boundaries with her unapologetic lyrics and unique sound. Her latest single, Dollar, is a nuanced exploration of escapism, identity, and the human experience, and we can't wait to hear more from her upcoming album. Lastly, our journey across America has shown us that music has the power to bring people together, transcend borders, and provide a sense of community and belonging. Lola Young's dedication to using her craft to uplift and empower others is truly inspiring, and reminds us of the beauty of human connection and the enduring spirit of creativity. That's all for this evening's summary. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of food, culture, music, and personal expression. Until next time, good night, and remember to always keep exploring, always keep listening, and always keep celebrating the beauty of human experience. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I'm Joan, your host for tonight's show. We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive right in. First up, we're remembering the one and only Ozzy Osbourne, who left an indelible mark on the world of heavy metal music and fashion. As a style icon, Ozzy inspired countless people with his unique sense of style, which evolved over the years from hard rocking to refined and sophisticated. We're also sending our thoughts to his daughter Kelly Osbourne, who's been paying tribute to her father on social media. In other news, we reviewed the long-awaited sequel to Adam Sandler's cult classic, Happy Gilmore. While it may not be as groundbreaking as the original, Happy Gilmore 2 is a fun, lighthearted watch that's sure to please fans of the first movie. With its nostalgic value and plenty of Easter eggs, this film is a love letter to the original. And finally, we took a look back at the rise of Hulkamania. It's a fascinating story that highlights the power of charisma and showmanship in the world of sports entertainment. That's all for tonight's podcast, folks. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the world of entertainment, fashion, and music. Until next time, stay informed, stay entertained, and keep on rocking. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we looked at a significant development in international conservation efforts, where a landmark agreement has been reached to protect biodiversity worldwide. This agreement aims to safeguard ecosystems and species, emphasizing the importance of global cooperation in addressing the extinction crisis. Secondly, we explored the fascinating story of neurodivergent conservationists and how their unique perspectives and skills can enhance our efforts to protect the natural world. By embracing diversity and inclusion, we can tap into a wealth of innovative solutions to environmental challenges, making our conservation work more effective. Lastly, we delved into the critical issue of forest management and wildfires, discussing historical land use practices, the impact of human activity on forest ecosystems, and strategies for mitigating the severity of wildfires. Experts emphasize the need for proactive, resilient forest management that incorporates prescribed burns, selective logging, and prioritizes ecosystem health over timber production. These stories not only highlight the complexity of environmental challenges, but also underscore the importance of inclusive, innovative, and sustainable approaches to conservation and environmental management. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night, and let's continue to explore and protect our incredible natural world. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David at Nature for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.